Yes, sir. We are live. It's Friday. This is Crypto Week, July 18th. Right now is some really important, historic breaking news. Donald Trump is going to be signing these three acts, the Genius Act, the Clarity Act, the Anti-CBDC Act. Guys, clap it up. How you doing? All right, this is big news. Everyone's going to be making money in today's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, this is nothing bearish, full bullishness. Let's celebrate. I have YouTube open, waiting for a live stream here of Donald Trump to sign. But in the meantime, let's take a look at a couple tweets, as we always do. Once again, guys, this is the Coin Zone. I'm your host, Paul Matt, and I appreciate you guys for joining another live stream with us here today, 5 days straight. Let's get it. 5 plus 5 is 10. That is great. Coin Zone. Excuse me, the Coin Zone. Why is this kicking off? Come on, son. That is really annoying. All right, guys, the Coin Zone. And now we have Coinbase. Brian Armstrong, CEO, claims President Trump signing the Genius Act into law will be the official start of the financial revolution in the United States. I agree. This is huge. There are a ton of things happening that are changing the game 100%. Coinbase offers Bitcoin-backed loans for mortgages. Australia just passed a bill where they're doing the same thing. Stablecoins are absolutely taking over. MasterCard just came out with a statement basically saying that stablecoins are taking over international cross-border payments, lower fees, faster times. I mean, it's just obvious. Innovative tech, guys. Why isn't my background music playing? This is very upsetting because it's very chill music. Oh, I think it is actually. Is it playing? You hate to see it. There we go. It's playing. We love life. It's called daydreaming, by the way. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do that for me. The vibes are so high today. It's Friday. It's the end of crypto week. We got the legislation we needed. We're waiting for the live stream. We're going to see President Trump. We're going to see him sign these bills here shortly. Yeah, guys, this is the best. This is the time to basically go all in. This is your time to sit back and create a plan for yourself. Maybe a retirement plan, maybe a plan for the next 5 years, maybe a plan for the next 10 years. What's your goals? Do you want to get out of debt? Do you want to buy a car? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to just have peace of mind? Do you want to just get out of the dollar? Because that's the number one thing I'll tell you right now. I'm not a financial advisor at all. However, one thing I can say is I think it makes absolutely no sense, 0 cents, to stay in cents, to stay with dollars. Don't save in dollars. Again, it's not financial advice. I'm some stupid random guy, right? But come on, guys. I mean, if you even follow us, subscribe to us here at the Coin Zone. We've had videos where we've broken down just recently as of this week. Go watch. I'll pull it up for you in a sec here. But basically, we have videos letting you guys know exactly why you should stay out of the dollar. All right? This right here. Listen, I am very honest. I like a lot of things this administration is doing, that Donald Trump is doing. But we have to be honest. And we have to say the printing of trillions of dollars causes inflation in the long run. That's why your dollar sucks. That's why your dollar is losing its value, because you're putting more of it into circulation. So what's the solution? It's Bitcoin. It's a new revolution in finance. And right now, because of Donald Trump, this is happening. So pat yourself on the back if you were here before today, because that means you were early, basically, for the most part. If you were here looking at crypto, buying some coins in here, understanding the tech, learning the tech, then you were early, because now the world's catching up. We knew, technically, maybe on paper, there's better solutions out there than what we currently have. And now the world woke up to that because some freaking orange guy was like, let's do it. And everyone was like, yeah, let's get it. But to back that up, let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. Where's the one that I'm looking for? It's somewhere. It's not here. Wonderful. We're doing great today, guys. There was a post That said, if I can find it, and it looks like I will not find it, that basically said if the United States does this, the entire world's going to follow suit. Meaning the entire world's going to start to buy Bitcoin. You could very well see Bitcoin strategic reserves from everywhere globally. I was saying it during yesterday's live stream. The US is the leader in regards to driving economies. We're the biggest economy. So this guy, week over week since he took office, has been garnering really good deals with a lot of these nations and setting up infrastructure to be able to capitalize on these financial moves that's happening right now. All right. But what are we seeing more right now? Well, back this up. Bo Hines. This was the one I was looking for. What the hell is wrong with me? Man, maybe I should get checked. Well, this is the one I was looking for, the tweet. Bo Hines said it. Every nation will follow US and embrace Bitcoin. I mean, to me, that's just obvious. Let's get rid of this one. This is the real thing that we got to take a look at. All right. Times are flipping. I think Bitcoin's still going to go up. I think it is. But at the end of the day, it's ETH's turn. ETH, baby. Everyone clap it for ETH. Pause. That sounded weird. But this is really what's going on. Keep getting booted here. Let's bring it back. So this is Coin Bureau. ETH to $4,000. We just saw the other day ETH got over 3,400. ETH got over 3,600. These are what the charts are telling us right now. Over 650 million in open interest is stacked on the ETH and 4K level, the most popular ETH bet on Deribit right now. Traders are positioning for liftoff as the Genius Act boosts DeFi momentum. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to look for a stream here. I can't find a stream here. That is really weird. That's us. That's cool to see. If you guys are watching, make sure to leave us a comment, interact with me. I would love to chat with y'all. That's what's really going on here. Maybe someone can send me a stream. We'll try to find a stream. Let's go to news. See what the news is. Top stories, ladies and gentlemen. It's all freaking Epstein, isn't it? Explosions, it's all bad things. Where are the good things? All right. Whoa, how'd that get in there? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, yeah, I did. I just thought this was really funny. Could you imagine if Michael Saylor ever bought Ethereum? Because if that happened, then strategy would go to zero. People would be like, what are you doing? You jumping ship? Do you not believe in Daddy Bitcoin anymore? I don't know. Comment what you think would happen if Michael Saylor ever bought anything outside of Bitcoin. Interested to hear what you're going to say. Let's pull up the comments. Chat, who's with me? 0 comments. You guys are great. Thank you so much. All right. So, ETH, guys. That's what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen here shortly. All right. You guys going crazy. 20% in the last 3 days. It's not a breakout. It's the birth of the strategic ETH reserve. Shout out to Tom Lee, making this all happen, guys. Yeah. We're going to see President Trump sign some things here shortly. Guys, let me know in the comments what you're holding out there. If you're an ETH holder, are you excited? How long have you been waiting for this moment? And honestly, let me know if you're not in ETH, if you're in Solana, Cardano, Sui, something else like that, let me know too. Because and I'm sure this is going to start to die down now, but the whole ETH is slow and dead narrative, I think a lot of you are starting to shut the hell up right now, because that made me chuckle. That was funny. You know, in the past, this whole year, basically, we've seen ADA, XRP, XLM now, Hedera, Sui outperform ETH, right? Everyone's like, oh, people are jumping ship, ETH's dying. You know, I'm subscribed to that narrative a little bit. Let's be honest. Let's be real for a second. If we zoom out, when the internet came about, Google was the 14th search engine. ETH is the first, basically, layer one with this concept. Now we have ADA, Solana, all these different ones. So yeah, theoretically, it makes sense for the first ever one to go away and newer, more efficient ones to succeed. But ETH is still here, guys. Most of the financial system is building on ETH. This new system, it's Bitcoin and ETH, the two drivers. I mean, that's not to say XRP isn't doing amazing things globally. Not to say ADA isn't doing things globally. Avalanche doing things. Chainlink, Solana's doing great things. Tokenized stocks, other things. There's a lot to offer in this space. Right now, a lot of these coins I just mentioned, Hedera, up big right now, doing great. XRP just reaching all-time high. There's so much utility outside of Bitcoin and ETH. And I think when we see ETH run up, we're going to see Bitcoin run up a little bit. And then alts are just going to start to fly, just to go. Especially when we get these bills signed here shortly. Donald Trump, where are you, big guy? Yes, sir. This is what we're doing here. And I have a link to the live. Shout out to Lewis. You are the absolute best. I don't know why I couldn't find it myself, but we're good to go, guys. And we are going to be doing this right here. All right. I'm going to copy this. And we're going to put it right here. Pause. That's what she said. All right. I'm sorry. I'm just ridiculous. It's a Friday afternoon. This is my second coffee. Something went wrong. Great things going here, guys. Let's just pull that link up again. And I will... Wow. We are having some technical difficulties. It's all good, though. Guys, if you hear this in the comments, subscribe to the channel. We went live every single day this week. We're covering live right now Donald Trump and crypto. There's so much happening. And there's a lot to cover. So let's get this one started right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go ahead and remove this, add another one. I'm going to share my screen and put Trump on the big screen. Now it's a damn party. How are you doing? Here we are, guys. Look at that. Donald Trump, the Winklevoss twins. Wow, look at this. Fun stuff, guys. All right, let's make this a little bigger. We have the Winklevoss twins front and center. Patrick McHenry with the bow tie. Always with the bow tie, this guy. With the glasses. Howard Lutnick there. Look at this, guys. We got a full house. I wonder if Maxine Waters is there. I wonder if Brad Sherman is there. I wonder if Elizabeth Warren is there. If they are, they're probably some little nerdy crowd in the back, stamping their feet with their arms crossed. This makes me upset. Like, all right, cool. If you guys want to be broke forever and just... They're not even broke, though. They use taxpayer dollars to get rich. This is politicians, guys. This is what Bitcoin's going to fix. Hopefully, potentially, maybe. All right? Well, this is what's going live, guys. Donald Trump's going to take the podium here soon. I mean, this is exciting. I'm happy as hell. Listen. Clap it up, guys. Again, pat yourself on the back. If you're here with us right now, you made it, man. You really did make it. I remember, and I was saying this in a live stream yesterday, I remember 3-4 years ago when I was just starting to get into this, all these concepts and ideas seem so cool to me. There's JD Vance. Shaking some hands. How you doing, sir? Very good. Nice to see you. All right. JD Vance looks like going to the podium first, but guys, 2-3-4 years ago, like a lot of what's going on right now were just cool, fun ideas, concepts. Yeah, maybe one day, oh, crypto can do this, it can do that. Now it's happening. Now it's not theory. Now it's not conspiracy. Now the people who were told you were wasting your time or weird for studying crypto for so long are starting to be like, oh crap, well, you might have been right, because guess what? You were right. You were right. Okay. So what is it? Summertime. We just had the 4th. If you're listening, I want you to comment the conversations you had with your family or your friends on the 4th of July about crypto, if you had any comments. One of my family friends, well, my girlfriend's family members is a tax consultant. We had a very long conversation about Coinbase, XRP, Bitcoin. It was awesome. I was talking to these guys about a couple things, and it's just very interesting, especially when you have someone who actually is inquisitive and they just want to learn, and they're not hatred, putting towards hate or this is stupid. They just want to learn, and you have real nice conversations. So if you're out there pushing those narratives, to drive the whole space forward. You're doing a great job, and we love you. All right. Donald Trump just continuing to tweet away. Look at this guy. Oh, God, I don't want to switch topics right now, but we're live streaming. We'll get back to the signing and all the positive things. But like Trump, man, again, I love mostly what you're doing, except for the printing of 5 trillion. But these right here, I mean, this is the biggest miss of the administration. The entire world wants to know what the hell happened on this island with this guy. And bro, like there's countless pieces of evidence where you've spoke about it in the past. Plenty of people have spoke about it, and now they're just trying to brush on the rug. This is the dumbest move this administration could ever have made. I mean, it's not a conspiracy. There's documents. Why would the guy just, and why would he do that to himself? He wouldn't. If he was innocent, why would he randomly do that, right? Nothing makes sense. This is what we're looking at here. Trump to sign Genius Act in the East Room. Shout out to the East Room. History is being made, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Tweets. Donald Trump is just continuing to go at it here, man. Love that Colbert got fired. His talent was even less than his ratings. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, Donald Trump's taking shots. Is this surprising? No. Is it distracting? Yes. Can we just get to the fun signings, man? We saw JD, we saw Howard, we saw Patrick McHenry. All the players who have been pushing crypto forward for years seem to be here right now. This is probably one of the biggest days of their careers. I know Charles Hoskinson was saying on X that he's in DC this week. I don't know if he's there. We saw the Winklevoss twins there. I don't know who else is there. Maybe Brian Armstrong of Coinbase. Yeah, it's just very interesting to me. If you guys are in there, chat, let me know what exchanges you use. I've used Coinbase. Arguably better platforms. Ridiculous fees sometimes. It's very true. BNB still seems to be a leader globally. CZ has big pull globally. But, you know, Kraken is an exchange I think is very cool. Very favorable on the come up. There's a lot to choose from, especially, you know, if you're in the United States, definitely a decent amount to choose from. Crypto.com's marketing has been insane. I mean, they bought the Staples Center. It's not Crypto.com Arena. That's insane to me. I was actually there like a year and a half ago. But this is what's going on. Slowly and slowly, crypto has just been absolutely taking over. There's no way around it. And the big moment's here, guys. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, Donald Trump about to walk out. Look at this live. Look at this guy leaning over that woman. This dedication. Look at these people right here. All that equipment probably costs a couple grand for these guys. Look at them. And there he is. Hello. Ready to sign some bills. Where's the pen? Look at him just walk through like a Don. Donnie D. The orange man, the peanut. JD Vance with a nice shape-up haircut. Look at these guys. We're in the East Wing, ladies and gentlemen. Washington, D.C. Again, you are watching the Coin Zone here on YouTube and X. Crypto with Paul. Let's turn this volume up a little bit, hear what's going on.
Possible, some of the things that have been done. And of course, the great figure, the great, that was something that nobody thought it would be in anywhere from 7 to maybe 3, I'll go the opposite direction, but 3 to 7 different bills. And we said, let's just put it in one because this way there's something for everyone. And there really is, there's a lot of things for everyone. And when we get the word out how great that is for every single person in this country virtually, and all they have is a soundbite, death. You know?
All right, he's talking about the bill. There's something in there for everybody. Yeah, sure, but we talked about yesterday, you just lump a bunch of stuff into there that certain people don't like. On one side, certain people don't like on the other side. It gets complicated. That's what happened. All right, There's no way around it. That's just how politics work. It sucks. All right, but here we are. He's speaking. Talking more ish, Jasmine Crockett. Oh my God. Just talking about the Dems. By the way, let's see what he said.
3, 4 o'clock morning, getting calls from our great speaker. Sir, we have 12 hard no's. I say, Mike, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. We have 12 hard no's. The good news is I call up. Hello, Jim. How are you? Sir, you have my vote. Sir, you have my vote. I really they just want a little love. Unfortunately, it's always the same 12 people. It's 5 seconds. Said to John Thune and I said to Mike, I said, listen.
Oh man, this guy is so funny. We talked about this. Trump had to flip 12 people, 11 out of 12 people I think he got to flip that voted no initially. That ended up voting yes for this bill. Now it's on his desk. He's going to sign it here. Yeah, and something to point out though. So many Democrats voted in favor for a CBDC. I don't like that. No one likes that. He's right to point that out if he has. All right. The other thing that we need to learn here today is if crypto capital gains tax are going to be waived, not just for Bitcoin, but for all of crypto, American made, whatever he wants to do. But the White House press secretary has been hinting at that. I've seen tweets saying it's confirmed. Until I hear this man say something, I'm not buying it. But we'll see. See what he says.
6% phenomenal and 4% extremely difficult. Do you agree? But they get there, most of them, not all of them. Those are the ones we really don't like. But I want to thank you all for being here. This is really a big day. This afternoon, we take a giant step to cement American dominance of global finance and crypto technology as we sign the landmark Genius Act into law. So congratulations to everybody. This is a big deal. We've come a long way since the Biden administration.
We've come a long way. I mean, we have. I said it yesterday too. If this was Kamala in office right now, none of this would be happening. Again, we just had most Democrats vote in favor for a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, programmable digital dollar controllable by the Fed and the United States government, individuals you can't trust. All right, this is the exact opposite of what decentralization and the principles of what cryptocurrency is supposed to represent. So, that not being passed, phenomenal thing. There seems to be a trend here, and I hate to really point this out, and I don't want to, and I don't want to be biased or seem like I'm a certain way, but most Democrats naturally, somehow, are not in favor for this technology in crypto and blockchain, because I think that they have been convinced that it's either two things. They've either been convinced that it's actually bad and they're actually just concerned, or number two, they're fully aware and they fully understand how this technology can take power from them and give it back to you, give you financial freedom and leverage and private ownership, and not needing a central authority to make decisions for you. You know, we're even going as far as going to collateral with mortgages and stuff like that. So a credit score is not even as important as it could be in the future. These things are giving power back to the people. It's nothing that Democrats wanted to see, and it's really stinks to see, to be honest. But I think we did see a lot of bipartisan support in the passing of these bills. We did see some Democrats come out in support of this and flip. So those are great things. Whether they flipped because they were bribed to, or, you know, they're playing sides or playing politics, whatever. I'm just hopeful that people are starting to understand that this is actually a positive thing. Let's take a listen.
Endorse me, I'll win, right? And I endorsed him, and he took a 48-point lead. And they didn't know who the hell he was. And he's turned out to be a great senator. And now they all know who you are. Yeah, so you're fantastic. And we thank you. And just the fact that you're doing this and you understand this is a complicated world. And you understand it, Bill.
All right, so he's talking about Bill Hagerty.
Thank you very much. We're also pleased to be joined by our great Vice President, J.D. Vance. J.D., thank you very much. Good job.
JD Vance now favored to win the presidential election in 2028 on Polymarket, by the way.
Yeah, but you take in 3 or 4 of these people, please, because 3 or 4 I cannot speak to. I just can't. And he'd take them and he'd come through, right, JD? Also, Speaker Mike Johnson. He's an
Mikey J, brother. What just happened there?
you keep
Yeah, Mike Johnson. I don't know.
you can't keep it up for another.
He's a little sneaky.
200
Look
days.
at them putting the camera on JD. Look at that guy, future president right there. Possibly. We'll see what happens. So no signing yet. We're gonna hear some bullish stuff here. I'm waiting to hear something clippable that is just so bullish. Give it to me, Orange Man. Pause. A lot of pauses in these live streams. Maybe it's because we're getting used to this here. Tip O'Neill. You want to continue with the pauses? Tip? That's the guy's name is Tip?
He's an amazing speaker, a great leader, and everybody likes him and respects him. And that's why we're with a very small majority, like 3. We had a time when we were 1. Remember? We said we're 1.
Okay. I don't, this isn't anything here. I don't know what he's even saying, really, but I'm just waiting for some nice piece of bullish news. I'm going to bring the music back up again, the background music up again for a little bit. When I see something nice, Trump says, we'll get back to the audio. We'll keep the live stream up here in the meantime so you guys can look at the guy. We're 27 minutes here, 27 minutes in here at the Coin Zone. We're going live for the 5th time this week, Monday through Friday. It's going to be the standard. If you guys are entertained, if you're learning, if you're having fun right now, if you're with us, let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe. It doesn't really make sense for you not to subscribe if you're actually watching and if you've actually been watching, because then all you got to do is go on YouTube and then we'll be there for you. You don't have to look for us or anything. Yeah. But here at the Coin Zone, guys, we want to let you know that right now is the time to lock in. Right now is the time to lock in. I don't have to say it 4 times. I'll say it 3 times. Right now is the time to lock in. There is a lot of opportunity. And I think time is running out. Because in 2 months from now, the entire landscape could look entirely different, entirely higher, way higher than we are right now. All right. All right. Trump speaking of the Genius Act. Let's get this going.
And you want it in easy fashion, right? We want it together when you think of it. But you want it in easy fashion. You did a great job. Great guy. House Majority Whip. This is a great leader, Tom Emmer, a great politician.
Tom Emmer. Been working crypto bills for 3-4 years.
And I like his wife even better. His wife is, she's the boss, but you are married to a fantastic woman, huh? And he knows that, and he likes hearing it because some people don't, you know. They say, "Sir,
this guy is hilarious."
My wife is better than me, sir. Those are guys that don't usually end up with a good marriage, you know. He's got a great marriage. So thank you, Tom. You really are a fantastic leader and representative. And Representatives Troy Downing, French Hill. Where's French Hill? Where is French? You have been so great. Thank you, French. I spoke to him a little late when he was walking down the hall. I said, French.
Yeah, shout out to Tom Emmer. Man, I think it was the Fit 21 bill, maybe he was working with Patrick McHenry on a couple of years ago. But Tom Emmer has been there in the trenches out of probably a handful, 8 to 10 tops politicians that were working on crypto legislation before it became cool too. So shout out to him. No word of Cynthia Lummis yet. Haven't seen her. Let's get back to it.
John Rose. John? Hi, John. Thanks. Good job. Brian Style. Still young. Still nice and young. That's good. GT Thompson. GT. Thank you. Andy Barr, good friend of all of ours. Thank you, Andy. Monica De La Cruz. Monica, she's here someplace.
Monica's not there.
Thank you,
there
Monica.
She is. There you go, Monica.
Mike Paradox.
Just hearing names here. Trump is speaking of the Genius Act. We're going to see some signage here shortly. All right, it's 3 p.m. Eastern time. If you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching on the West Coast, let me know. If you're watching on the East Coast, let me know. I've lived in both places. Right now, I'm on the West. and it's exciting. It's very gorgeous outside. Where you're watching from, let us know. If you're not in the United States, if you're somewhere else, I would love to know. I'd love to know and connect with anybody anywhere globally. It's in crypto. I love connecting and networking and meeting like-minded individuals. So guys, let me hear it. We appreciate all the support, and we just want to win together. Donald Trump here on the screen, still speaking. Let's just get back to it a little bit here. I think we might be getting closer to some good action.
Good job. Good votes. I just saw a great poll on you, huh? Very good. Congratulations, Nick. Andy Ogles. Andy, who's a terrific friend. Beth Van Dyne. Beth, thank you, Beth. Great job. Thank you. Thank you very much for the great support. Roger Williams, a baseball player, who also had to take a bullet, unfortunately, but he is a great guy. He was involved in that whole catastrophe, but he's fantastic and has been from day one, along with a lot of other people.
All right, guys, just real quick. I just want to look at this. If we're going to look at anything, and if we're going to try to get some good news of Donald Trump today, I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm just going to go ahead and share my other screen again real quick. But this is super important to me. I'll get back to Trump in a second. But if we can find this out today, I just want to bring it back up again. If you are planning, and if you have been planning on making a nice chunk of change in crypto, this will be the biggest game changer for you by far. If you make $30,000 on Bitcoin or XRP or ADA, these are all American-made cryptos, and Donald Trump eliminates your capital gains, you will be able to put so much money back in your pocket, it's not even funny. It would be really, really great. That wouldn't be funny. It would be really cool. What would be funny is if, I don't know, if Donald Trump just beats Donald Trump. The guy's hilarious. Talking about Tom Emmer's wife. We'll get back to it here. Put him back up on the screen again. Yeah. Waiting on it. Trump, give me something good here.
Ernie of Visa. That's the Chris Pavlovsky of Rumble. Chris, what happened to your location, Chris? You're always a front row guy. You're just being nice today, I think. How's Rumble doing? Good? Good. If Rumble's doing good, that means Truth is doing good. Truth. That's great. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Chris, very much. Vlad Tenev of
Tether.
Robinhood.
Oh, excuse me, Robinhood.
Yeah, thank you, Vlad.
Wow.
Thank you, Vlad.
A lot of heads in the room right now.
Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss. These are two smart.
Look at these handsome guys.
The whole package.
Big guys.
They're Gemini, but they have the whole package. They have a lot of things, actually, but Gemini's just the one for today, right? They've got the look, they've got the genius, got plenty of cash, and it's great that you're on our side. You guys are great. I can never tell them apart, but their mother can. I asked, can your mother tell you apart? And the answer is yes. Right? Easily, or is it tough for her? Easy, I figure. Good. You guys have been great. Thank you very much. It's great to be with you. Let me say, the entire crypto community, for years, you were mocked and dismissed and counted out. You were counted out as little as a year and a half ago. But this signing is a massive validation. And even before this signing, over the last year and a half, I think your stuff has gone up more than any stock, or just about more. A couple of stocks that were pretty good, I will say. But you have certainly, as an industry, gone up more than anybody. Nobody's gained the respect in such a short period of time.
XRP's up over 500% this year in the last 12 months.
Pioneering spirit and your ability to never give up, because a lot of people would have given up 2-3 years ago. So I want to thank you for contributing to the incredible strength of America. This is going to make it stronger, and congratulations on this incredible achievement. You've made our dollar look really good and strong and powerful. It's good for the dollar and it's good for the country, and that's why I backed you.
Strong beats. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate the comment. Let's get it.
And they changed tune, Biden's team, they changed tune right in the middle of the campaign. All of a sudden, they loved you guys. They dropped all charges. They did have, I got you guys out of so much trouble. And you know what? I don't think anybody voted for them, right? Because you remember they treated you very unfairly, actually. So it's a great honor that we were involved, and it was a tremendous amount of support that we got at the polls. We won. Think of it.
All right, now he's just being Trump, just talking. This is great though. I'm having fun. We're laughing. Thanks for being here, ladies and gentlemen. That's probably my favorite sound effect right there. Chat, let me know if you like that one. I'm going to play the little cash ding for us right here because we're making money here, guys. BlackRock pumped our bags yesterday. Trump's pumping them today. I think things are going to go higher, continue to go higher. XRP still ripping. I actually think it came back down a little bit. If you are in the XRP community watching this, let me know. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Been talking about XRP for a couple years now. I think it's going to be one of the biggest winners here in the top 10 when it comes to everything that we're seeing with this legislation being passed, when it comes to adoption, ETFs, name recognition, just like you said, stronger beats. It's just the beginning. It really is, though, just the beginning. Trump's talking about the Biden administration again. Yeah, let's listen to what he's saying.
He was an incompetent guy, but he was always known as a vicious guy. I guess if you're going to be in that, you're probably off. If they're incompetent is better, right? Because you don't want to have a vicious guy that's competent. If you did, I wouldn't be standing here today. Right? But I pledged that we would bring back American liberty and leadership and make the United States the crypto capital of the world, and that's what we've done. And under the Trump administration, this is only going further. You're going to do really well. I mean, I'm so proud of what you've done in the last couple of years, and very important. On day one, I remember I did this and I said this and I mentioned this name, and I got the greatest applause of the whole campaign. We fired Joe Biden's SEC chair, Gary,
get him out. Let's go. Get him out. Bye-bye, Gary. Get him out of there.
But I remember I was making a speech, and it was just a line in speech. And I said, and I will fire Gary. The place exploded. I finished that one, and I said, what the hell did that guy do? There was a lot of hatred there, I'll tell you. And it turned out, as I got familiar with everything, it turned out you were absolutely right. In his place, I appointed a visionary chairman who wants America to build the future,
Paul Atkins.
Not block the future. He's going to be unbelievable. He'll go down as one of the greats. And Paul Atkins, where are you, Paul?
Yes, sir. Stand up, big guy. They're not going to show him. Come on, I want to see Paul Atkins. There he is. Stand up there, Paulie.
Guys, everybody said, not only crypto, every industry, they all wanted Paul for the position. And he's a tough cookie, too. But they actually said, we don't care. We just think he's fair. All they wanted was fairness. And they have somebody that you're really a champion of the street and you're a champion of the country. You're going to do a fantastic job. I saw you interviewed the other night. I watched it about 2 o'clock in the morning. It was a little thing called.
All right. Just quick comment. Love or hate Trump, whatever. I don't care how you feel about the guy. I'll be honest, though. The guy knows how to give compliments. I'd like to be in a room with him one day. Paul, you're doing a phenomenal job with the Coin Zone. What a lovely job you're doing. Great live streams. If I can hear that once, man, I'll be honest. I'm down for that.
Hester Pierce and Mark.
Hester Pierce.
Hester and Mark.
He's been great, too.
Thank you, Hester. Thank you very much. And thank you, Mark, wherever you may be. Is Mark here? Oh, stand up, Mark. I didn't. Good. Thank you. Good job. Good. I'm glad I gave you a second.
Marco Rubio.
Because Thunder is. Hester. But thank you. I heard tremendous things about both of you. Thank you very much. My first week in office, I also established the first ever presidential working group on digital assets. And we have an executive director. Where's Bo Hines? Bo Hines.
Bowie.
And Bo is a great football player, right? Bo is a great football player, one of the better players in college football. So I know you're from that also. See, who would think that I know that? I know a lot of things, Bo. But he was a champion player. I stopped the weaponization of government against crypto and Bitcoin, and we ended the lawless operation Choke Point 2.0. That was a bad operation. And I kept my promises to the community and granted a full presidential pardon to Ross Ulbricht. Ross Ulbricht. And you have no idea how important that name became. It was like a symbol, and his mother was unbelievable. His mother was an unbelievable woman, but it was so important to a certain group of people. And in a truly momentous act last March, I signed an executive order establishing the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, as well as the United States Digital Asset Stockpile. And that's all signed up. And with today's signing, we're pushing even further into the exciting new frontier. Just as I promised last year, the Genius Act creates a clear and simple regulatory framework to establish and unleash the immense promise of dollar-backed stable coins.
Yes, sir.
This could be perhaps the greatest revolution in financial technology since the birth of the internet itself. A lot of people are saying that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yes? If you say yes.
Okay, obviously they're going to say yes. They're all in crypto sitting over there. It's Brian Armstrong, Winklevoss twins. Brad Sherman yesterday crapped all over stablecoins. This is what I'm talking about. These people willingly, or they willingly just talk bad about it because they have incentives to not, because political things, or they're just really that dumb. Brad Sherman might be really that dumb. It's not a stable, or it's not a coin. Ooh. Bro.
For a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after I really met you for the first time? The Genius Act provides banks, businesses, and financial institutions a framework for issuing crypto assets backed one for one with real U.S. dollars, treasury bills, and other cash equivalents. It's really strengthening the dollar and giving the dollar great prominence. And, you have this little group called BRICS. It's fading out fast. But BRICS is, they wanted to try and take over the dollar, the dominance of the dollar and the standard of the dollar. And I said, anybody that's in the BRICS consortium of nations, we're going to tariff you 10%. And they had a meeting the following day, and almost nobody showed up. They said, leave me alone. They didn't want to be tariffed, did they, Howard? Huh? So it's amazing.
Insane. The last 4 years I was covering personally on my channel, the BRICS were looking at alternative currencies for a very long time, trying to get out of the dollar. Previous administration was doing nothing about it, probably aiding them further to go in that direction. But fortunately, this guy is mending those relationships and fixing that. And now we have crypto to aid in that solution.
To use those stable coins for ultra low cost transactions that are cleared and settled in a matter of seconds rather than weeks and months. And it's really an amazing thing. And with the privacy, flexibility, and decentralization of cash, this revolution has the potential to supercharge American economic growth and empower billions of people to save and transfer in U.S. dollars. It's really all backed by the dollars. It's really a great thing. And a lot of, we had a lot of Democrat support.
Yes, sir. I haven't seen Scott Bessent there today yet. For some reason, I'm sure he's there. But Scott Bessent and Trump firmly believe that stablecoins will bring about global U.S. dollar dominance in a digital version. And it's going to keep the dollar strong. This is huge.
Rates and secure the dollar's status as the world's reserve currency for generations to come. The reserve currency is so important. If we lost that would be like losing a world war. We can never let anyone play games with us. And that's why when I heard about this group from BRICS, 6 countries basically, I hit them very, very hard.
6 countries in a list of 10, 20 plus that we're looking to get in as well.
In a meaningful way, it will end very quickly. I will tell you, for them, they won't be gone very long. I don't think they'll even do it.
Chat, 500 people in here, bro. You guys are the freaking best, man. Friday afternoon, guys, celebrate after this. It's the end of crypto week. The Orange Men's here speaking. We're about to sign it. Let's get it.
Thank you. And the other night, I will say, with some of the congressmen and women, they wanted that so badly. That was so important. I was impressed that they knew what the hell it was.
Whoops.
Digital currency, well, you have to make sure. So, and I'm saying, what do you know about that? It's amazing the knowledge that people have gained all of a sudden. We had a lot of problems with some of them. I said, we've already got it from the Fed, right? From Commerce and from an executive order. You don't need it a fourth time. Sir, we have to get it. It's, but they knew their subject, didn't they, huh? And we helped them out. My first week in office, I signed an executive order to ban the creation of a CBDC
All right, guys.
in the United States.
We'll come back to Donald in a second. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and put some other things back up on the screen that we were taking a look at here. Just go ahead and share my screen real quick again. And I just want to take a look at these things because where is it? Did I delete it? We're doing great here. We're doing absolutely great here. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, should be still up on the screen. All right, guys. Got the music back going again. We'll put Trump back on the screen in a second. I really just want to share my screen and put some other things back up real quick again, however, and talk about what's going on here. All right. Global M2 is still exploding. We have positive legislation. We have people saying Bitcoin is going to reach 400K, 150K, 200K, by November, possibly 200K. If ETH reaches over 4,000, I just said recently last week, if ETH get over 3,000, then that's going to be bullish. Now we're on our way to 4,000. If we continue to see ETH, Bitcoin, and top altcoins run, the rest of the market's going to go insane, and we have the liquidity to see that happen. This is historically what happens every single time money is printed. This is what we just talked about, guys. Subscribe to the channel and go watch one of our last videos, one of our actual videos, not the live streams. Shout out to the team. We do a great job for you here at the Coin Zone, bringing you really, really smart educational breakdowns. There is a direct correlation between assets going up in value when money is printed. The bad part about these bills that Trump just enacted, the big beautiful bill, is it's spending $5 trillion over a course of around 8 to 10 years. What will that do? That directly causes inflation. That directly means your dollar is worth less. So what can you do? You can hedge against that by holding Bitcoin long term. You could hedge against that by holding maybe Ethereum long term. You can look at cryptocurrencies to combat the draining of your finances. There's no other way around it. You need to buy assets. Bitcoin is an easy digital asset. Anybody can download an app on their phone and exchange on their phone and buy Coinbase. Not everybody right now can just go buy real estate. We have BlackRock buying up single family houses for the first time under the Biden administration. If the biggest institution in the world is ruining the financial or the housing market, and inflation's ruining that, and the cost of living is skyrocketing, there's only a couple solutions that we as young people, millennials, if you're maybe a little older than me, then younger than me, I'm 29, there's only a couple solutions out there that we can turn to. Crypto is one of the obvious ones, and I think this is why Trump had so much support, because he really, really full on went head first and supported this entire community, and everyone got behind him. He got a ton of votes from young people who are big into crypto, like probably a lot of us watching this stream right now. And the rest is history. If I firmly believe if Kamala Harris was president, we would be going in the opposite direction. I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there. I wanted to let you guys know what's happening still with the M2 money supply expanding. The United States isn't the only one printing. You got to remember that a lot of these crypto assets are global assets. That's what I think a lot of people in the United States don't understand. A lot of my friends, a lot of people my age that I talk to about crypto, etc., they don't get it. They just still don't get it. If something bearish happens here in the US, it doesn't matter because this is a global asset. People are using Bitcoin right now in South America to buy goods. People are using Bitcoin in Africa right now without internet connection, sending money via phone, like how Jack Dorsey wants to do with BitChat. You can send someone money over Bluetooth. That's insane. They say Bitcoin isn't used as a currency. It has no use cases. It's not true. Is XRP a better payment system? Obviously, yeah. That just makes more sense. But you also can't ignore your eyes. You have to look at reality as well. Bitcoin's thriving. ETH is right on track. And we're going to get back to Trump here. I appreciate you guys for sticking in on the stream. If you haven't subscribed already, please make sure to go ahead and do that for us, guys. We're trying to grow here quick. We're trying to give you guys amazing content every single day. And I appreciate if you could support us if you actually like what you're seeing right now. And if you'd liked or seen any of our other videos and you like those, go ahead and give us a subscribe. Do that for me. Alrighty then. Let's stop sharing this. Let's put Donnie on the screen. Where is he at? Donald, how you doing? All right. And here we are. We're about to go sign. That is David Sachs up there at the podium. It looks like we're getting close to some action here. Let's go live, guys.
Is that Laura? Please come. Just come here. This is our superstar. She was the head of the Republican Party, and nobody complained about anything. We wanted to go. This is Laura Trump, married to a young gentleman named Eric. They have beautiful 2 children, but she has been so good. She stepped into that position like it was nothing that we wanted. And she said, Dad, I'd like to go home right now to my beautiful husband and my son and daughter, right? But you did a fantastic job. And you worked with a great gentleman, too. He's doing a fantastic job. But I just
do you guys see what I mean by this? I want to get complimented by Donald Trump. I'd like, Paul, you're doing a fantastic job with the Coin Zone. You're really doing a phenomenal job. 524 viewers. What a great job. The Coin Zone is such an amazing platform. Just one time, I would like to hear that. That's it.
The level of respect that this country has now is incredible. The UAE, I tell you what, we had a time there, but every leader said the same thing. They said 1 year ago, your country was dead. And they'd say it that way. It was like, I didn't know whether I was supposed to be happy or insulted, but the truth is we were in deep trouble. But they said 1 year ago, your country was dead. And today you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. And
he's right, 100%. Let's get that cash right here. Ladies and gentlemen, 532 viewers. You guys are the best.
In the month of June, actually, 0. Now, I don't even believe that, 0, because you have hundreds of thousands pouring in, and then all of a sudden it's 0. But they have it down as 0. And very liberal people.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone could let me know in the chat right now the poly market odds of capital gains tax being removed today. If you could let me know in the chat, I'm really curious, because I think that's one of the biggest things, pieces of news I want to hear here shortly. If you want to hear a breakdown of everything in these bills, the big, beautiful bill, we broke it down. All right. There's a lot of good pieces of legislation for crypto in that bill. If you want to know exactly, shout out to Greg. This is huge. We love you, brother. Thanks for joining the live stream and interacting with us. It is very huge. All these pieces of legislation are very huge. There was a lot of positive things in the big, beautiful bill in regards to energy and for minors, self-sovereignty, self-custody. These are big things. These are very, very big things. We're up to 549 on this live stream. You guys are really the best. Shout out to everybody out there commenting, sticking with us, 550. I mean, this is it. It's Friday afternoon. Let's get back to it.
They just keep fighting and they're winning, and we're winning in the courts, so we're winning everywhere. But we've got the hottest country in the world, and you're a big part of it. So the golden age of America is upon us, and with today's signing, the future.
You know what? I want to correct that, actually. I don't think it should be the golden age. Trump's orange, Bitcoin's orange. It should be the orange age. Orange juice, a lot of sugar.
And I just want to thank everybody, some tremendous people in this room. And maybe when I sign, I'll ask some of our great senators and congressmen to come on up. Some of the top crypto guys, please come on up, because you guys work very hard on this. And we'll sign this, and we'll get on to the next battle, and we'll win. But we're winning all over the world right now. It's not even close. Not even close. So we're going to keep it going. Thank you, everybody, very much. Thank you.
All right. I didn't see a single thing signed, unless we missed it when David Sachs was up there. Let's see what they're saying. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's go time. It's go time. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Oh, get the iPhone out of the way, sir. Let's get it. Oh, let's get it. Bro's got a nice signature. My signature looks like a third grader. We're out here.
This is not an auto pen, by the way. Which is our big scandal.
Big scandals.
If that were a Republican, it would really be a big scandal. But it is one of the great scandals of our time.
Look at these guys behind
Thank you
him.
very much, everybody.
Yes, sir. Bill Haggerty, Tom Emmer, Mike Johnson, David Sachs, J.D. Vance, Winklevoss twins, Brian Armstrong. Look at this, guys. Look at how bullish this is. Oh, yeah. Put YMCA on in the background right now, just for Trump. Come on, son. Come on, son. All right, guys. We did it. Right at 56 minutes in, we did it. We got the signatures. And he's handing out pens. For what, celebration? What's going on here? I want a pen. A pen and a compliment. That's all I'm asking for, Mr. President. Guys, put in the comments here, who has a shinier bald head? Gary Gensler or Brian Armstrong? We did it, boys and girls. Shake that hand. Very good. Good job, President. All right, we did it, guys. You know what? I'm going to stop sharing. Oh, boy. Friday afternoon, it's 3:30 almost Eastern time. Let me know where you're watching from right now. We got 557 individuals tuning in. Stop sharing. Share the screen maybe one last time. We'll go over one or two things again on X. All right. ETH holders. This was a joke, right? All right, good one. One or two things, I just kind of want to point out. We talked about Bitcoin's dominance. We talked about ETH on the run. But again, I just really want to drive something home here, especially with the passing of these bills just now, the Genius Act, the Clarity Act. Stablecoins are going to bring liquidity everywhere around the world. We talked about in an episode the other day, I think in a live stream I was talking about it, Europe is adopting stablecoins like crazy. This is going to bring global US dollar dominance, like Trump and Scott Bessent were saying. MasterCard has been commenting about this. Times are changing, guys. Right here, right now, where's my phone? I'll show it to you guys again. For all the 561 people watching right now, this is how into crypto I am, guys. I spend USDC already. I spend a stablecoin to live. This is a debit card. This is a Coinbase debit card. Look at this. All right. It's how I live my life. This is the direction that the world. You could potentially not even need a bank in the future. That's just going to happen. It's inevitable. It's already here. Avalanche has their own card. Cardano's about to offer their own card. Emergo, plenty of different platforms building on Cardano are offering their own debit cards. Other chains are going to start to do the same thing. I think Sui also do the same thing. I'm sure ETH has a ton of offerings. And again, guys, if you're amongst the crowd that ETH is slow, it's dead, and it's dying, and Solana's going to take over or something, like that's just not, it's just not what's going on right now. And I don't think it's going to happen. This is the conclusion that I've arrived at, that I've come to. All right. The conclusion that I've come to. Yes, on paper, are there other cryptos better than Bitcoin? Forks of Bitcoin that maybe might make slight better sense on paper, or Caspa, for example, in my opinion, being a better technology. I think Caspa is a very interesting project, but it doesn't freaking matter. No one's buying it. Like there's on paper and then there's reality, right? So sure, on paper, Solana is faster than ETH. Cardano has cheaper fees. There's other solutions outside of ETH that on paper could be nice. But what's happening right now? ETH is starting to take over. ETH is not going anywhere. It's not dying. There's so much capital on it. $435 billion. It's the second biggest crypto still. It's been here for years. It's not going anywhere. most of the traditional financial world is picking Ethereum as their blockchain of choice to build on. So I'll say it one more time before I end the live stream here, guys. Tons of bullish news today. Shout out to Donald Trump and the United States government, I guess, for passing these acts and giving us the legislation we need for this space to thrive. Bitcoin's at all-time highs. It's going to continue going up. ETH is going to hit all-time highs. We're going to break out. ETH is not going anywhere. ETH and top alts are going to see crazy influxes, in my opinion, here very shortly. And we're going to see new all-time highs here shortly for coins that have been positioned and waiting for this. Every bull market, you expect some coins to do well and some of them just don't, and they end up dying off. That's not Ethereum. If you hold ETH, let me know in the comments. If you hold anything else, Solana, Sui, Cardano, just let me know. I would love to see what you guys are holding out there. I'm very curious. Even if it's a meme coin. I have 2 meme coins in my portfolio. I've always been a massive fan of, if you guys know me by now, I am a fan of ADA. And SNEC is my native on ADA that I'm trying to use to multiply my ADA. I've 10x'd it in the past already. And Pudgy Penguins to me is just something you can't ignore. The marketing's insane. Pudgy Penguins on Solana, up 200+% in the last month, I believe. We looked at the charts yesterday. Things are moving, guys. This is the most exciting time ever to be in crypto. Maybe not. It's up to you. But for me right now, this is the most excited I've probably ever been. And I've been in crypto since early 2021. So if you guys are here with me right now, 587 of you guys viewing and listening to me right now, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing this every single day during the week, a live stream, and then we're going to be coming with you with a lot more videos, educational videos. We want to make sure that you guys are positioned to do well and have an incredible financial future. That's the goal. That's what we're doing here at the Coin Zone. We love you guys for tuning in. Happy Friday. It's the end of the crypto week. What a phenomenal week. We got all the legislation we needed. Almost up to 600 viewers for this one, guys. I hope you guys have the best weekend. Once again, make sure to subscribe. This is the Coin Zone, and I'm your host, Paul Matt. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Take care.